KBO Bikes just sent me this brand new Breeze, and we're going to open it up. Hi, I'm Arnie, and this is E-Bike Trippin'. We talk e-bikes and we go for rides. If you're into any of that, why don't you consider subscribing? Just click that big red subscribe button, click that bell icon so you won't miss anything, and then check the show notes down below in the description for even more details. Yeah, this is going to be the first in a series on the KBO Breeze commuter electric bike. Promises to be an exciting new bike. It's only been around now for just a little while, so this is pretty exciting stuff. I want to mention that KBO did send me this bike. They're not paying me to make these videos. Just really jazzed to do this. Oh, and another thing. Even though I do a lot of videos on upgrades and things like that, I just want to make you understand that I am not a mechanic. So what do you say? Should we get started? I think that would be a good idea. You're going to need a sharp tool to open this box. And just like that, the box is open. Hope you got some sunglasses on. Woo-hoo! There we go. Woo! Put the kickstand down here, see if it'll balance. Also, there's a box inside here with all the important stuff, charger and what have you. Look at that color. You can't see much of it yet, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous orange color. You know, when I had my Rad Rover, I had the orange and white. Everything had to be orange. I had orange pedals, various different things. Oh, by the way, you're going to want to have a reasonably sharp tool. I recommend some wire cutters to get all this packaging off. They do a great job of protecting the bike in shipment. I was just really pleased. There were a couple of little dings on the box, nothing terrible. First up, the front wheel. The wheels are something called Mondial. Nice sounding name. I believe that's a French name, but I don't think that's probably where it comes from. And the fenders, oh man, that orange. When I take this off, you'll get to see it a little bit better, but that orange is a nice metal flake. It's beautiful, beautiful. And you know, the fenders are aluminum, not plastic. Awesome. Now, what I'd like to remind you of, this bike is a really moderately priced and affordable e-bike. And not only do you get the bike, but they also, now picture, if you've done any research, a lot of bikes in this price range, $13.99, come bare bones. No fenders, no rack, nothing like that. This one offers so much more. It blows me away what they're offering in that price range. The package includes a couple of gifts. One of them I mentioned. I'm not sure why they call it a gift, but they're little add-ons. Fenders, front and back. Don't get that very often. you get this cool rack. This obviously meant for this bike. It's not an aftermarket kind of thing. It is attached to the frame right here with braze on, so you know this was thought of ahead of time. Lot of packaging. I was mentioning gifts. Also, you get a water bottle cage that is part of that. Wow. The bottle cage is metal. That's not very common. You know, I love the fact that it has all this protection, but boy, when you're excited to get into something, you want it to be easy. Packaging on top of packaging. All right, saddle. Promax is the seat post name. KBO on the back here. Saddle looks like it could be pretty comfy. It's kind of wide in the back, but not too wide up front. The saddle has this nice grip on the back also, so you have something to grab a hold of when you want to lift the bike. That's very cool. So on the headset here, this is a 4mm. The stem is fixed. It's not an adjustable stem. It does have some spacers here in the headset, so that's nice. I know I've mentioned it already. The color is fantastic. And until you actually get up close and personal, it just doesn't translate. All right, there we go. Okay, handlebars, up and over. You'll notice the display. That's going to be on your left side. We're just going to slap this in here. Any old way right now. Start tightening these up. All right. There we go. We'll tighten that up a little bit later. Next up, we'll take the fender off. You've got this little guard thing here you're going to have to remove. Try to keep your hands away from rotors. By the way, these are 180mm rotors. There we go. That's off of there. Put the skewer through and put the thumb screw on the other side. You've got this little protector down here. Not the easiest thing to do when you're seated. It's a lot easier if you're standing, but we'll just have to struggle today. Let's tighten this up a little bit here. Just make sure that you have your rotor through the calipers. By the way, the brakes are mechanical disc. Okay. Now, we've got our fender. Obviously, the fender is not, there's no bosses for the fender to be attached directly to the fork. They give you these little plastic, whatever you want to call them. I don't know what to call these things. And let's see. I'm going to raise that fender up as high as I can to give as much clearance between the fender and the tire. We're in the last little bit here, putting the pedals on. As I mentioned, they're well goes. Very common. And when you look at these, they'll be marked WR, WL. Make sure you put the right one on the right side. Let's just put this in here. Goes in just like that. Okay, one side done. And side two coming up, and I'll just test those out later to make sure that I've got them tight enough. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the orange variant of the KBO Breeze. Isn't that just a sharp looking bike? I love this, I guess you'd call it semi-recessed, semi-hidden battery. Instead of having the big bulky thing like the old Rad Rover had, and that's fine. It's if that's what you're into. I happen to like it when it's not so obvious. Looks cool. Hey, this is the first in a series. Next time, a review of the bike. I've got a few other videos planned, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of them. Leave us a thumbs up if you like this. Leave a comment. It's been so long since I've been, able to really make a good video for this channel. It'd be nice to know that you're still out there. Thanks so much for stopping by. We'll catch you on the next one when we actually get to test this. Thanks so much.